This is Majestic's LockAid, one of the original snap guns. Not too much has changed in the design of this in the last 35 or 40 years. You basically have two controls. You got a tensioner, which I'll show you how to use in just a minute, and then of course the trigger. Inside of the box you're going to get 3 of these needles. You get 2 of these straight ones, and then you get one that's a little bit offset. If you need to work at an angle, that might be a good choice. And you're going to get a tensioning tool. I'll show you how to use that in just a minute and give you a couple of tips on how to get higher level of success from this tool. First thing you want to do when you put your needle in, you want to make sure it's in between those 2 metal plates, not mounted on the left or the right side underneath the screw. So slide it between there. It's a little bit tight fit, but it's designed to be. So slide it in under tension and then tighten up that screw as tight as you can get it, but without stripping it, of course. The other thing you want to do before you give it a try is adjust your tension. Now this is a little bit misunderstood. A lot of people think more is better, but this is a case where that's not necessarily true. If you look closely at the lock, you'll see a L for low tension and H for high tension. What I like to do is roll it all the way to the low tension, and then I'll back it up about 3 full turns. And that's a nice low energy, a striking energy. It's a good place to start. If you give it about 10 snaps using that setting and it doesn't work, rotate it 1 complete more rotation and then give it another 10 snaps just by pulling the trigger. Pretty easy stuff. There's not really any secret, but if there is a secret, it would be tensioning. When you put your tension tool in the bottom here, if you apply a lot of pressure with your finger, what you're going to do is pinch the pins in the pin tumbler, and they're not going to be able to move when that needle strikes them. So you just want to put literally the weight of your finger, and then when you're snapping it, those pins can freely move up and down, and then when they get aligned, just the weight of your finger is going to be enough to open up the lock. So light tension. Another little tip is when you put it in there, try to keep it as level as you can so that when you pull the trigger and it strikes those pins, hits them all roughly at about the same time. Okay, so when you slide it in there with no tension, you might have to jiggle it up and down to work it past all the pins, and you're going to jam it all the way to the rear. If you try to start working there, the tip is stuck in the actuator. So you want to slide it out just a little bit to get it out of the actuator, like that. Try to keep it level, light tension, and then give it about 10 snaps. If it doesn't open, like we didn't get it to open there, then go to your tensioner, give it 1 complete rotation to increase that striking energy, and then give it another try. And there we go. That's how easy it is if you get yourself one of these Majestic LockAids.